Book of Monsters. It's a 2019 flick I just finished watching on Tubi, and it wasn't too bad. Um, so it's about this girl whose mother was a monster hunter and ends up dying, getting killed right in front of her daughter by a monster when her daughter's like, I don't know, maybe like 6 years old or so. Then it fast forwards to the girl, and it's almost her 18th birthday. She's throwing a big old party and shit, and then the monsters start to come. I won't say anything more really plot-wise, as I don't want to give away the ending, but for a bubblegum horror movie, it wasn't bad. Kinda gave me vibes like The Babysitter and Babysitter 2 Killer Queen on Netflix, but this was better mainly for the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of CG used in this movie, which was nice. There is some CG in it, but it goes heavy with the practical effects, which, as you know, I'm a big fan of. Acting was decent enough, but the reason I call it bubblegum horror is, even though it might have an R rating, it's totally made for teens. If you have kids, you could easily throw this on for them, as there's not a whole lot of swearing. There's very little sexuality stuff going on. Don't even see a titty in it. But yeah, despite all of that, it was still a fun flick. And the fact that it's on Tubi and I got to see it for free without spending any money, that definitely helps my decision on saying it's good. If I had paid, say, like 15 or 20 bucks for this, I'd probably be saying it was fucking bullshit. But it's short, which is great. It's bloody, which is awesome. And it had hot girls in it with hot accents, so winning. Definitely give it a shot. If you don't know what to watch, just fire up Tubi and pick Book of Monsters. I scrolled through over 300 fucking titles on Tubi before settling on that, just because it looked like mindless fun entertainment, and it was. Don't need to think about anything, you just kick back and enjoy. Rex even stayed with me for a little bit, but at the end of the day, he jumped off and went to sleep on the chair that I'm currently sitting in. What else? Not a whole lot much else to say besides, like, yeah, it was a dope movie. The monsters looked cool. Predominantly practical effects done for the monsters. One of them did have like some CG spine things coming out of their side for a few scenes, but not bad enough to go, oh man, that monster looks dumb. They were all pretty dope. One of the monsters kind of reminds me of the cover for the ABCs of Death movies. I still have to watch number 2 and 2.5 of those. I'm fucking slacking. I've been wanting to watch those for fucking years. Fuck it, maybe tomorrow's the day. Love the first ABCs of Death. But yeah, anyways, back to the monsters in this. There's one that looks like kind of like a cross between a cockroach and the creature from the Black Lagoon. That was a pretty dope looking monster, pretty powerful dude. There's like, not really a reaper, but he had like the mannerisms of a reaper. Guess kind of like a cross between a plague doctor and a grim reaper. That one also kind of that's the one that reminds me of ABCs of Death, and it also kind of reminds me of Southbound, which is another pretty kick-ass anthology film. Despite me comparing this to those two anthology films, this one is not an anthology. It just takes place at this girl's birthday party and just follows all the mayhem that ensues. These monsters want her bad, and they don't really stop at anything to get her. So yeah, if y'all need a horror movie to watch with the fam jam, Book of Monsters is a good one to start with. Like I said, there's nothing offensive in it, so I'm shocked I was even entertained by it. But like I said in another review, October is the month where I try to be a little more open-minded with the horror, and I like to give things I wouldn't normally give a chance to during this month, just to kind of take a break. I don't really feel like the rape revenge genre of horror is good for getting in the Halloween spirit. That's just everyday horror stuff. So to get into the spooky feeling, you gotta throw on some supernatural shit. So this one fits the bill, folks. Give it a shot. Stay sleazy. Peace.